Way, woo! It's good to be alive. It's good to be alive. Welcome to Cupán. Just want to tell you a story. So, do you know those sort of people they're hardcore? You know, they're the real thing. There's guys who are bikers. They believe they're hardcore. There's others, those who go and join up with the Irish Rangers or the SAS or the Marines. They're hardcore. But what about when it comes to prayer? Hardcore prayer warriors. That's the question. Oh, well, I was out with one of them on Monday night, just gone. And the thing was that, it's good enough for Jesus. It's good enough for me. And I was like, really? Oh, yeah. So there's 4 guys. Owen, Claudio, Carlos, and Douglas, and I mentioned them all. Now, I was only gone with Owen, but these guys are hardcore prayer people. They go up the mountain because Jesus went up the mountain. They go up the mountain at night because Jesus went up the mountain at night. They go and they go up there to pray in complete darkness and solitude, irrespective of the weather. We've been up the mountain, whether it rains, whether it snows, it doesn't matter, we're there. And as you can get from the way I'm speaking, I am one of these people, and if you met me, you'd know this. I am one of these people, and it says in Matthew's Gospel to go into your room and shut the door into your prayer closet, and the prayer that you pray in secret, the Lord will answer it. And I'm okay with that because there's a whole degree of comfort with that. And anyone who knows me knows I am built for comfort. Anyway, up the mountain I went, and I would encourage any one of you to go and do this at least once in your lifetime. Up the mountain we went, and I was huffing and puffing my way up the mountain, and I nearly blew the house down. But anyway, up the hill I went, up, and there we were on the top. Pick a stump, sit down, and pray. Now, the weather was horrendous. It was raining. The river was in full flood. It ended up that we had to go around a certain way to get past it. I'll show you a little clip of the waterfall that's in it. It was out over the path. It was gushing like crazy. I didn't go no near no waterfall. Oh no. Owen was the one mad enough to go videoing it. Around it we went and on up the mountain, and then we sat there in complete darkness. No light, no nothing. Just sat there for half an hour in prayer. Not praying together, just together, but in silent prayer. And I sat there. The rain was falling down. And I was looking. We couldn't see anything. It wasn't that we had a view. No. The only thing you could see were just the ring of trees that we were in, because a little clearing I was in. But it was just there, big, tall, straight trees pointing up to heaven. The teardrops of the rain trickling down to the ground. And the waterfall roaring, calling deep onto deep, as it says in the Psalms. You could hear all the time. I sat there. And the scripture that came to my mind was, be still and know that I am God. If you're someone and you suffer from insecurity, if you're someone and you're not comfortable in your own skin, don't do this. Because as I sat there, I was reminded of our frailty as human beings. I was reminded of how insignificant we can appear to be. Here was creation, naturally praising God. We'd stepped away from the craziness of this world. And here's creation worshipping God. Praising God by just being itself. Now I'm blind, as you can see, I need glasses. So the whole point is this, that here you are sitting up on the mountain, you can't see anything. And when you're short-sighted, you can see even less in the pitch dark. And suddenly you're aware of your vulnerability. Be still and know that I am God. But as I looked at those trees, the scriptures from Isaiah came to mind about how the trees of the field lift their hands and clap their hands in praise and worship. I was reminded of what it says in Psalm 19. The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of his hands. Day after day they pour forth speech. Night after night they display knowledge. There is no speech or language where their voice is not heard. The voice goes out into all the earth, their words to the ends of the earth. When you stop up and you look at all of this, the magnitude of it. Psalm 8, David is saying similar things in Psalm 8. He goes and again he's looking at the heavens, he's looking at what is created around about him. And the question that comes to his mind is this: what is man that you are mindful of him? The Son of Man, that you care for him. And yet, as you sit there, contemplating these scriptures, looking at these trees worshipping God in their silence, looking at the small bit of the sky that you could see. It's too dark, too cloudy, you can't see the stars or any of those things. Just brooding, dark sky. All of it is declaring God. God moves in the dark clouds, it says in Scripture. And here you are in prayer. I didn't feel the need to be praying or interceding for anybody else. I didn't feel the need to be going, oh Lord. No, it was just to stop up and realize God is in control. And if there's one thing that this experience really brought to my attention is, 1, God is in control. 2, God is majestic and powerful. As Owen said as we went up and around the waterfall, he goes, when you look at the power, he says, if either of us were to fall into that, where are we gone? That's why I wasn't near no waterfall. Either of us, we were gone, boom, down the mountain, because the water was racing, rushing, booming. And he goes, I'm afraid of that waterfall. And I'm like, if I'm afraid of that waterfall, he goes, God is the one who made that waterfall. How much more powerful is he? The fear of the Lord, Scripture tells us, is the beginning of wisdom. I was there on that mountain, and I was asking myself the question, why am I here? What is the function of all this? If the function of it all was just one thing for me, this is what it was: to recognize and understand the magnitude of our God. How great is our God? How great is his name? How great is his love, forever the same. He rolled back the waters of the mighty Red Sea, and he said, I'll never leave you. Put your trust in me. I'm just telling you a story. Tell me this. How great is your God?